Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the show of shows, consoles. What is it now? It's all kinds of stuff. Consoles, coin ops, pinball, whatever you want to talk about. Hey, we're here, and it looks like we got a pretty good group in the chat. I'm going to bring everybody on one at a time. You know, every time I bring this guy on, I smell something burning, and I just realize he's just thinking again. Bart, with Off Grid Arcade.
I've never been accused of thinking. What are you talking about? How's it going, Greg? Good to see you, buddy.
It's good. I'm glad to be here. I'm just glad to be here. Boy, we got a good house in the chat already too. We started a couple minutes late. We're getting some fine tuning going, but here we go. Our next guest. He's like a lighthouse in the desert. He's bright, but he's not very useful. Mike, CB's Gaming Headquarters.
Hey guys.
With the Gaming Road Warrior. I always get the two interchanged and I mess up there, so there you go. Well, our last guy, this is really important to know. It's a little anatomy lesson. There's 27 bones in the human hand, but when this guy's lonely, there's 28.
Hey, it's not there tonight. Oh wait, where's the other hand?
There we go. Had to get my little intro out there. So say hello, everybody, and say hello to the chat, and let's get this thing going.
Yeah. I'll start throwing up some names that people showed up here. Mr. Livewire, he was here. Kelly's here, of course.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hollywood
Derek's
Polo.
here. Derek was saying he might not have made it, but apparently he did, so that's cool.
Nice.
And Hollywood Polo's in the house. Our good buddy Arcade Chaos is here. Good to see you,
Hey.
Chaos. Who else we got? The Gaming Road Warrior. He's here. I don't know who let him in.
I thought it was gone. Hey everyone.
Yeah. So it looks like that's most of the people. If I missed you, sorry. I'm trying to scroll through and get everyone I can. But yeah, good stuff.
Oh, you know what? I never had the prompt to broadcast this to my channel tonight. It didn't come up for me, so
Can you still do it?
yeah, I'm not seeing that prompt at all tonight. So
Huh. I changed nothing on this end. Mike, did you get it?
Yeah, it's streaming on my channel right now.
I don't know, Poe. I don't see anything here. All the settings are set up the same for everybody to be allowed to do that. So,
Huh. And maybe you have
See
to
it.
do it before you click live, go live.
Maybe you're streaming it on Derek's Discord.
okay, I think I see something here. I think I see it. So
Cool.
that extra bone in your hand, it's hard to operate that mouse.
I'll put this question up here, but Poe can get to it when he gets things figured out.
Well, hey, since Derek's in here, I wanted to say I just saw a message on the Discord, which I want to remind everybody that's in the. I think I've seen a lot of the people in the chat that are in the Discord now, and it's kind of cool because it's starting to fill up with people. We're starting to get some good information out, and I will answer a question that Derek just asked, and that was I did purchase just before we went on the show tonight some more Zaccaria tables, and they are on sale as of 5 minutes before we went live. So if you're looking to get, and I was going to let Bart talk about that later, so I'll shut up about that for now. Just let Derek know not to worry; they're still on sale as of right now.
Excellent. Yeah, because that is one thing that I was hoping we'd get to talk. Oh, look, it looks like I just saw something else pop up there. Poe must be making some headway.
hopefully it went up live. I don't know. I'm using my phone again. The laptop wasn't working for me here. So
Oh,
Let me pull up Poe's channel here.
Oh, I see. We got a notification.
Oh, yeah, we're live on the Poe channel.
yeah, I just got a notification too. I thought I had that turned off. Well, since the subject got brought up, let me pass it over to that way. And why don't we just get this out of the way? Talk a little bit about Zaccaria, Bart, and what's going on.
Well, before we get into that, since I put Hollywood Polo's question up there, Polo, what kind of headphones you got?
Garbage.
Oh, nice.
These I don't even remember. I got these about 4 years ago off of Amazon, and they were ones that I got for my PS4 originally. So I don't even remember the name brand of them. We were having problems with other ones for chatting on PS4, and these ones seem to work out well. And let's see, is there a name on these things? I can't even pronounce that. So there you go. Onikuma. Onikuma. I got these, and I got a set for my nephew at the time, and he's still using his. Now, I don't use these for my PS5. I got a different set for my PS5.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So anyway, Zaccaria, right? Is that what we're talking about? The Zaccaria tables are on sale, 50% off if you have Zaccaria Pinball for Steam. I went on yesterday. I learned about this sale on Discord, so the Discord channel is worth joining because you get information like this. I went and bought every one of the remake and deluxe tables that I didn't previously own. I don't know the exact number of tables I added, but it was only like $28, and now I have all of the, because they're $1.49 a piece for the tables for the deluxe or remakes, and if you're buying the solid state or the EM, they're 99 cents a piece right now. And it's a good way to build up that collection of Zaccaria tables, and then we're starting to work on getting some multiplayer games going through the Discord also, where we set up times and places, and we can play through Steam and play with that awesome multiplayer. So now's the time to jump in if you haven't before. Like Mike, you have a gaming PC or a gaming laptop or?
Gaming PC in the bedroom.
Yeah, so you could put some Zaccaria tables on there, and still, if it's on through Steam, you'd be able to play and watch Greg drain his the way he does. And
every time.
Now's the time to get in. Now's the time to get in. Like FX and FX3, the Zaccaria program itself is free. So all you got to do is buy the tables. It comes with the time machine table. But then you start buying your tables, and that's where it costs some money. And they're all on sale, 50% off right now. So
nice.
Even the add-on tables, the postal tables are on 50% off, both postal 1 and 2. And if you don't want to go through all the achievements to unlock those, I think those are normally like $15 to buy them or something like that, and they're half price at $7, or maybe it's $7 and it's half price at $3.50. I don't remember, so don't quote me on that. But they are on sale for half off also. Pretty much everything you can get for Zaccaria Pinball is now 50% off.
Nice.
Yeah, I was missing 2 of the deluxe tables. I'd basically bought them all quite a while back, but I noticed I was missing 2. One of them was a space shuttle, and another one that just came out, and then those what do they call it? Remux something table.
The remakes.
Well, no, postal. I'm sorry, postal.
Oh, postal Redux.
Yeah, Redux. Yeah, I bought all those, and I think to buy that, I think I spent like $8 or $9. I don't know. I might have had some credit with Steam too, but it was ridiculously cheap just to get. So now. And the thing I'm really excited about is once I've got a little thing going on here with my legs. I can't stay on the pinball machine, but as soon as I can, I want to get back at playing some multi. I'm just so excited about everybody getting that and being able to play multiplayer on that. So it'll be fun.
Yeah. Derek and I linked up and we played the other day. Had a good time. Greg and I have linked up before. We're still waiting to get a 3-player at one time going. And I know Champagne Room was talking in the Discord about wanting to get on there and do some multiplayer. So if anyone wants to get their ass handed to them, you can play with Champagne Room. because I'm looking forward to it one of these days. But yeah, good time to jump in. Like I said, if you haven't played it before, now's the time to test it. You can get a couple of them solid state or EMs for $1 and just see if you like them. And I think they all have demos, right? You can play it for a limited time anyway. So you can play the table first. And the worst part for me about the Zaccaria sale on Steam is I bought so many of them. You got to click on it. Then you go to the next screen and tell it to add it to cart. Then you got to back up a couple screens and then scroll back through and find where you left off. Because, like I said, I bought like 15 tables, 15 to 20 tables all at once.
Their purchasing user interface for purchasing on Steam on Zaccaria tables on a lot of things. One of my constructive criticism things is you're right, that shopping cart was horrible. I had to go in and out and in and out. Finally, it worked. So, of course, I say that if you want to talk about purchasing those, the same thing with the PlayStation, though. If you go to the not the PlayStation, you go to the Nintendo shop, you can't really put things in the cart. You got to buy one thing, then go back to shopping and buy another thing. I have not figured out a way yet on the Nintendo eShop, unless I'm just stupid and not got it right. But I can't. Once you put something in the cart, it only gives you one option: buy it.
Yeah. Now, Livewire asked about the Zaccaria VR pack. I did not purchase that. I thought about it. I clicked on it the one time, but I didn't put it in my thing because I just haven't. I'm still not having a whole lot of luck with the PC VR with my setup here at the house. So I didn't know if I wanted to spend the money, although I do love playing pinball in VR. It is really neat. So I don't know. Will I end up doing it? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, and looky who showed up now. Snoochie Bootie's brother Savage from across the pond.
Nice.
But yeah. Anyway, that's about what I got to talk about the Zaccaria stuff. I highly recommend it. They're not quite as flashy as the Zen tables, and they're not as well done as some of the VPX stuff. But if you like playing the tables that are on the AtGames products, it's about that quality, and they're fun. I think they're fun tables, and they have hands down the best multiplayer. You can't argue about that.
And the physics seems to work out pretty good on them. And the ones I like is ones that a lot of people hate, and I like the old retro tables. I like the old ding-ding machines. It reminds me, because I notice people steer clear of those at the real pinball hall here. They've got some real old ones that they're ball draining, ball sucking son of a guns. But I enjoy playing the old EM machines. So. But Mike was talking about some pinball. What do you got? Let's pass it down to Mike. Mike, what's going on with you? You said you had something to share with us. You got the floor for a bit. Take it.
Oh, yeah. So speaking of bad physics, I just played a pinball game that has really bad physics. Tried it actually just today before the show started, and it's actually called Pinball Quest for the NES, and it's actually got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's got like 4 or 5 tables on it, and it's kind of a stacked table. So, you start out from the bottom and it goes from the top. It's kind of weird. So like if it's on the upper level, right? You have your flippers, and this one you have to move your flippers from the bottom to the top part, and then you can play there. Then if it goes down, then you gotta push down on the control pad, and then the flippers will go down. And the other weird thing too is like left on the control pad flicks the left flipper, and then I think it's A will do the right trigger. Kind of a weird setup. I was trying to push A and B, and like, why isn't the left flipper flipping? It's like, oh, that's weird. It's the control pad. So yeah, if you want me to, I can bring it up and show you some of the gameplay.
Yeah,
It do so well, so it goes through all the other games, and the last one's like an RPG pinball game, which was really weird. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
while you're bringing that up, before I put it on, go ahead and get that brought up. I was just going to answer. Hollywood Polo asked. First, I looked at that and I thought, I'm not familiar with Foot Fighters, but The Last Action Hero I am. But then I see you corrected that to Foo Fighters. So I have not looked at the Foo Fighters yet, though. But I did take a look at that Last Action Hero, and I do like the looks of that. So that's going to be a great table that I need to add on. It's out on VPX now. And again, they just put that up on VP Universe.
I think the Foo Fighters that is on VPX, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think it's the new Foo Fighters that just has come out, the actual machine. I think this is it's a tribute music table. I think it's a homemade Foo Fighters. It's not a copy of the new one that just released. Unless they came out with a new one that I'm not aware of in the last little bit, but yeah. So, yeah.
Mike, have you got that queued up, Mike? Or
Getting there. I kind of stopped on to listen to what you guys are saying.
No hurry.
Okay.
And live wire, while we're still waiting for Mike to bring that up, yeah, the deluxe tables are really good to jump in on. I personally like the remake tables a lot. Also, they're just, it's kind of like having the 90s style with the DMDs and all that versus the more modern with the video screen. But yeah, they're good. And yeah, Last Action Hero, that is an awesome table anyway.
I'm looking up something here too. So, while Mike's working on that, you just released a video. Tell everybody what you just put out.
Yeah, I was talking about pinball on the Atari 2600. I finally got the video out, so I'm happy about that. I had the footage done, I think, a week ago, the gameplay and everything. I just needed to edit everything, and yesterday I had a day off, so I put it all together, and was really, really impressed with the Bumper Bash game, the one that I don't own physically. Had a good time playing that.
That was cool, where you're playing with the paddles and using the buttons.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Oh, darn it. Now everyone knows I actually watched Poe's video. I mean, I didn't watch it. I promise. I watched that just before we came into the studio. It's a good video. I didn't know Atari had all those. I knew of the original one. I didn't know the other two.
Yeah, Midnight Magic seems to be a favorite of a lot of people, but it came out so late that, it was out for computers before that, I think 2 years before that, but it came to the 2600 after a lot of people, I think, considered the 2600 dead. So people didn't have it. But people that collected later, like when the Atari Junior came out, that's a big one to them, one of the red label series that came out later. So there are a lot of fans of that one. It looks nice, it had music to it and stuff. You didn't really see that a lot with 2600 games, but it was a fun video to make. Would have liked to have gotten it out a week or so ago, but it was fun.
Well, I watched it as well, and it was a good video. I liked it, put together well.
Yeah, thank you.
Chaos is waiting for the four-piece pinball.
I think Mike's ready. Mike, you ready for that to be queued up?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let me know if you guys see it. I'll pull it up right now.
There we go.
Can you see it?
Looks good.
Okay. We're gonna. I use 4 games on there. Oh, yeah, what?
Is the video froze?
Can you guys see anything?
Just the title screen.
Text message.
Is it playing?
It's froze up.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm afraid it did. It froze up on us.
Oh, it froze? Okay, hold on. All right. Let's try again.
Yeah, it only plays for a second and it pauses. Oh, there it's going a
Oh,
little
that's
bit.
so weird. Okay. Yeah, I did share. Okay, here, let's try it like that. Oh. Is it working? Oh, what's going on? I can
Yeah,
play
no.
this later if you guys want to talk. I should have
I
hooked
just
up
noticed
the. I have my the wired connection. I'm running it wirelessly. That's why it's kind of like
No.
doing that. So I will be right back.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. You guys can take over.
All right, here we go. What video card are y'all using in your full size pins to drive the play field and the black back glass? I have a RTX 2060 in my computer, my machine. Greg, do you remember what yours was?
I can find out here real quick.
I use a Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh, those are
Mine,
nice.
Yeah.
Those are nice. Yeah.
Well, with sideburns.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find my video card information here.
I don't want to get it wrong. I thought you said at one point you had a 1070, but I don't remember.
That's it. It's a 1070.
Yeah. Livewire is running a 2070 Super. It just has to go 10 higher than my 2060. Let's see. Hollywood Polo 2060, he's saying. AZ Cowboy One's at no soul patch. You just got the sideburns.
Yeah.
But I was running. I actually, up until I got Pinball FX, I was running VPX and I was running FX3 on an old GTX 550. And then I got a 1050 that was just a piece of junk. I wasted money on it. I couldn't get drivers for it. Couldn't get to work at all. So I said, heck with it. I'm getting my 2060 and now everything's working great. I need to get a new motherboard because my processor chip is ancient at this point. So, AZ Cowboy One, he's going to convert over an arcade one-up machine. That's what the Champagne Room did. That's what he plays on. So, how are we looking, Mike?
Yeah, I just found mine. It's a GeForce GTX 1070. I just wanted to make sure I was right on that. I was having trouble.
Yeah, I got the RTX 2060. I haven't tried the ray tracing because I don't want to mess anything up. Oh, it looks like Livewire. He also converted over a arcade one-up. That's cool.
Oh, got it working.
You got it working, Mike?
Yeah.
So is this the same one? And just add it back?
Yeah, I'll just fast forward a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's froze on this end again, Mike.
After it kind of started again.
Yeah, and see, for some reason, when that's playing, I can see you over on the side. You're freezing up, and your audio's freezing up too. So something's got to be going on there.
Yeah, I probably need to play it on the gaming PC than this laptop. It can't handle it. There we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, sorry about that, everybody. We tried. Hey, it's the best laid plan we got around here. Well, I'm just going to take a minute here to jump in and say, we ran an FX3 tournament every week from here. And last week we did Attack from Mars, which I enjoyed. I don't know. How did you guys feel about that? That was a fun game.
That is a fun table. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite Williams tables.
And I know that I came back that night and started playing and put up a score that I thought, wow, this is great. Then Arizona Cowboy 1 was jumped in at the same time. I think it was last Saturday night. I went back on live, and he posted a score, just blew mine away. Well, then after that, it just got chaotic. So here's what ended up. Classic Rock. Now, I got confused on the Discord. Somebody mentioned, is Classic Rock King and Classic Rock on FX3, is that the same person?
I believe it is.
Okay, because I think somebody on there mentioned it was a different person, and I thought, no, I think they were mistaken. So anyway, but that's Classic Rock got it first. Livewire, 713, Mr. Livewire, came in second. And you talked about Champagne Room blowing people away. Champagne Room took third. So that goes to show you, I think our big tournament we did was pretty fair because, it showed that we just, the cream rose to the top, but it wasn't that easy either. You had some tough times there. Tony's Jogren was fourth. Cowboy Zone 1, which is Cowboy Arizona 1, he managed to hold fifth, but he had first for a long time. Then off grid after that, Derek, then Mrs. Off Grid, Mike, and then yours truly came in ninth and 10th because I played on the Switch and on the cabinet. So,
and I scored so high that it wasn't even showing on the board.
Yeah, I tried. I didn't know you didn't even play, did you?
No, you know what? And I apologize because I think I'm still part of the show. I'm part of the show. I should be participating in these things. I had a bad week. I did have a bad week. Feeling like crap. Actually.
Whoa.
Yeah. 6 o'clock tonight after dinner here, I was feeling really, really crappy. I actually considered going to urgent care or something, and I almost told you guys I wasn't going to make it. So it's been a crappy week.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
That's why I feel for you. That's why I didn't want to get into all my stuff because I've had a crappy week. I had all kinds of stuff planned, and I ended up at the ER. I ended up at the doctor's, and I ended up having a scheduled test, and it's been a mess. So I'm alive, I'm breathing, and that's a good thing. I decided to complain sometimes.
If you guys are going to talk about crappy weeks, I had my colon hospital. So don't even talk to me about Wednesday. That was a crappy day. Hey, you never know what you're going to hear about on this show. But I know Greg's been hurting really bad. Mine was just a procedure that's an annoyance. But Poe and Greg are really going through it right now. So, yeah.
But off grid, you went 48 hours without eating. I don't know how anybody does that. So when you said that, I'm like, I would have had about 16 of those sandwiches from Arby's with the cheese melting.
Yeah, I was starving. I'm like, I don't care about the diet. I'm eating this thing. But that was awesome. I got that beef and cheddar, the 2 for $7 deal, and they put all the cheddar on the top. So I took the bottom buns and chucked those at the neighbor table because they were assholes. And then I put the 2 top buns and all the meat together. So it was like bun, cheese sauce, a ton of meat, cheese sauce, and more bun. I'm like, this is
Nice.
right here. And don't forget, at Arby's, you can get your veterans discounts. Not so much Greg, but you guys can get the veterans discount.
I've only
Greg, if you come down here, I'll pay for yours, and you'll get the veteran discount because I'll pay. But yeah, that was a good sandwich, though. It has nothing to do with pinball or gaming, but it was a good sandwich. I did bring the Switch, though, and I played that tournament that Poe ditched from the hotel room. But the Switch would connect to the Holiday Inn's Wi-Fi, so I had to hotspot my phone so I could get on and see the scores. But yeah. So anyway, we kind of got off the subject there. But
well, you talk about, I'll just say this real quick about your veterans discount. I believe your vets deserve it. Thank you for your service. But one thing I do get now is I always forget to ask. Being an old bastard, all you gotta do is see senior discount. It's working, right?
8 times out of 10, probably, so or 4 out of 5, however you want to do the math. I ask about the veterans discount after I've paid. I'm like, actually, yeah, we do. I'm like, well, that would have been convenient to know 30 seconds ago before I swiped my card. But if we are going to, how about this, Paul? I'll take the heat off of you for not playing in that one. I remember last weekend when we did our show, people were saying, hey, what about an FX tournament instead of FX3? So I did a Black Rose FX3 tournament, or a FX tournament, started on Wednesday. And last I checked, me and Derek are the only two that played. So
well, that's because Derek's in it, so I stayed away from it.
Right. When Greg starts the FX3 tournament this week, I don't hear any complaints from people that we aren't doing an FX tournament, because I did, no one played. So, and I even said in my video for my Star Wars Saturday, I think I said, yeah, so join the Discord so I can chew you out about not playing, or give you crap about not playing my Black Rose tournament. But yeah,
and you know that goes back to talking about when we talk about FX versus FX3, and you know I've been kind of laying off the griping about it because they came through with a lot of stuff. You know, they came through with a lot of products. They came through with the cabinet mode's working better, even the way you set it up. I mean, it's sweet. But that's one of my big complaints about Pinball FX is Pinball FX3, I can go look for G.Parker or whatever you name your tournament, your username is. But I'll tell you what, it's a pain in the neck that I got to go, I want to play in Bart's tournament. Well, hell, where did I see that code? That code that you got, not the password, I'm talking about the code to find the game. And, you know, I have to go back to the Discord, or I have to go back to one of his YouTube videos and see if it's in the comments. It is kind of a pain in the butt.
It is. Yep. It is. Now, if people would watch my video on Wednesday, I put it up on the screen and everything. I mean, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. But, yeah, I did start it. And what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to rotate the FX tournaments, because I can't just do them one day, because then no one has a chance. So I'm doing 6 days. And then, like, this was Black Rose, so it was Williams Wednesday. So next week, it'll be the Star Wars Saturday will be the tournament. And then the following week after that, it'll be the Marvel Monday. So it'll kind of rotate through. And I did some pre-looking ahead, and it looks like the next Marvel one is going to be Safecracker. Woo! That's a heck of a table. But it's a unique table, so it's a cool one to do. But so this coming Saturday, I'll be doing a Star Wars tournament. So if you watch my videos, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, you'll see the tournament when it pops up. Anyway.
Now, with that being said, I went ahead and, like I said, not diva it on my health things, but I was sitting today, doing a lot of sitting, and I thought, man, I can't get down to that machine. So I did go ahead and took the liberty of setting up the tournament for this week. It's running right now.
Excellent.
Oh, the FX3. Wow. So the FX3 is running right now. The table is, I made notes because I can't remember nothing. Where's my notes? It is the Getaway.
Ah,
And one of the reasons I picked the Getaway is I always was concerned, but to see who all owns it. And I did. If you're a friend of mine on Steam, I did go to it and play it. No, I went to it on the Switch. I set it up on the Switch, and I could see that Mike, you have a score posted there. Bart, you have a score posted there. Poe, you have a score posted there. And I did see a couple other people that are in the thread that I can't remember right now, but I saw that there were some people that had played before. So I knew that a lot of people had the Getaway. Remember, it's G.Parker because it is on the Switch. If I set them up on the Steam, it's G.Parker, all one word. But the password is still all lowercase G.Parker. So it's up now. Matter of fact, if you want to get on there and play right now, while this stream's going on, probably be more fun than watching us. And then we'll look before we go off the air here tonight, and we'll see where the scores are at on that. So there you go.
And it's the Getaway.
The Getaway. Yep.
Yeah. Excellent. That'll give me warm up because I think that's going to be my next Williams Wednesday table is going to be the Getaway.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Now tomorrow I have to work, so I've already recorded my Marvel Monday that will go out tomorrow morning. I actually recorded twice. I think I told you guys I recorded the whole stinking video, and it just got a screenshot of my playfield. Didn't record any of the motion on the playfield.
oh
So
no.
I had to redo it. So
That stinks.
Yeah.
but that'll be on my channel tomorrow at I think I got it set for 10 a.m. Central. But
just for things to look forward to, again, this is our 4th episode as a group of 4 of us together. I know I'm trying to put some stuff together. Poe's putting stuff together. Mike's been putting some stuff together. Mike, we're gonna have to talk later. Maybe we can get some stuff sent over this way on the server, and seems like if I upload them to Steam, to StreamYard, we can maybe get those to work. So maybe I can just share screens.
Yeah, next time I'll just send it to you so you can post it.
Yeah, if you got that
The video.
we got that place that we can send them to and send us the link because
Sure.
seems like there's a problem there. But what I was going to say is that the next project that I'm going to work on exclusively for this show is talking about pinball machine maintenance. And I mentioned it last week. I didn't get a chance to get to it this week, but it's going to start out with everything to do of what you should need to know if you want to buy what do we decide to call them, Bart? Not a real
physical table.
A physical table, yeah, a
Physical pinball table.
Yeah, everything from size, what type of power outlets you need. I can show you all the little things that I did, little accessories and tools. I actually spent a pretty good amount of money just buying some little specialty tools that you can work on. Makes your life easier. And when I say they weren't expensive, they weren't hundreds of dollars, but they were, $40, $50 worth of little tools. All kinds of little things you need to know if you want to buy one.
Yeah.
Look forward to having to do.
How many little packs of light bulbs do you have in that Stingray table just waiting?
The little light, the LED bulbs. Yeah, it had incandescents in it, and I slowly started switching them over. And and every time I go down to the place, I just buy 5 or 6 more. But they're cheap. But and I got lucky.
They didn't have the LEDs, so I just kept boxes of the different size bulbs underneath the playfield and behind the coin door because I was always having to change light bulbs.
Yeah. Now I was fortunate, and I don't know why, but they say some have a problem when you switch over to LED to having a lot of flickering. But they said you try them and see, and there's something you have to buy to put in there that some type of voltage regulator. But I didn't have to do that, so it was either already in there when I bought it. Somebody switched it over. The only other thing I did to it that I'm going to try to do a little longer video on is most of the older machines, they got RAM in them, and it takes a battery, and you can see it's a commercial AA battery. It's not like when you buy it at the store, but it's about that size, and it's soldered in. Well, they've been in there. That's a 1977 table. They said they could tell it had already been replaced once, and it needed replacing again. You can see it starts leaking on the board, and it leaks on the circuit board and screws up the circuit board. It's acid. So I bought what they call NVRAM, and I don't know if the NV. The only thing I can think of that stands for non-voltage RAM, and it's a chip you pull out of the board, and you replace it with this chip, and then you cut the battery out. I had to desolder it, and now you don't need a battery.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
And that's why they call it NVRAM. The only thing I can think of is I said, I wonder what NV stands for. It must be no voltage, no exterior voltage needed. And so, and the only reason you have that is it stores your memory, your high scores.
Yeah.
And some other.
So then when you power down the machine, it doesn't lose it when it loses voltage.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was just one of the things I do. Just there's all kinds of little things, like you said, light bulbs, doing that, replacing the rubber on the slingshots and on the flippers, the coils in there. I mean, when you open that thing up, when you first turn it on, you can hear things buzzing, and you think, "Wow, don't want to stick your hand in there too far."
Yeah. Yeah. I guess Mr. Livewire must have played your tournament, Greg.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I can. I'm going to go over there real quick. Somebody else take it over here for a bit and talk to the folks for a little bit while I take a look and see where we're at on that tournament. So.
All right. Yeah. Uh-oh, Greg's in second place now. Mike, what are you working on now, Mike?
Well, I have like 2 ideas. I haven't thought which one's going to be the next video yet. So I've been actually recording game footage, and I'm just trying to decide, do I want to do something modern? Because I know some of my subscribers are PlayStation people, and then like a lot of the other ones are retro. So I try to incorporate both things, but since I didn't do anything for modern, I'm probably going to head in that direction. I know they were kind of waiting for like an open world game that I didn't do a video yet, so I'm probably going to work on that. But, hopefully it works out.
Cool. Uh-oh, what do we got here?
Oh, yeah, 2 people played. Of course, Livewire. Wow, he got a good score.
Greg's at the bottom now. He went from first to last in 1 minute.
Dead last.
Yeah, if you really look at it, it's still respectable. I mean, would he beat me by 2 million?
Hey, Greg, just think of it this way. You're in second place. Livewire is second to last.
That's true. That's true. If anybody else wants to play before we go off here, jump in there and see. Let's jump in.
Poe, what do you got coming up, Poe? I know you just did your pinball Atari that you've been wanting to do for a while. You got something else in your sights besides your normal dredge and what's the island? Gosh darn it!
Dead Island.
Dead Island.
Man, I tried to hit everything I could on my 1 day off yesterday. The family was gone, so I was Dead Islanding it up, and me and Mike went into We Were Here was the name of the game. And that was fun. We didn't have much time. I mean, Saturday is family fun day, so we didn't have much time for that. But what we did play, I had a lot of fun with that. So it's just like a big escape room type of game there. It was so exciting that Greg fell asleep watching us play it. But and there's I think there's 4 games or 4 chapters or something to that came out different years for that. So if you have a PlayStation, it's on sale right now for 79 cents for the first one, and I think it's $1.99 or $2.99 for the second one right now.
Oh, nice.
Do you know what other platforms has that been out on? Do you know?
That I'm not. I think for PC. I think it's out for Steam. I'm not sure if it's out on. It's probably on the Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about VR. I'm not positive about that.
Kelly and I were watching you play it, and we're like, man, some of this stuff looks really familiar. And that first room where you were looking at all the symbols on the wall, and before you turned over there, I told Kelly, I said, there's going to be something on that wall that's important. and then you turn and it's like, yeah, there's all them symbols. It's like it was almost the deja vu feeling where I couldn't quite place it, but I feel like we did play that. And then you got to the room where the water level was rising, and I think I drowned in that room once. But because Kelly was probably mad at me, and Mike likes you better than she likes me.
Yeah, I happened to look down there and it said purple at the last second before the water covered it, and I think that was the clue. But we were having headset problems. I couldn't really hear what Mike was saying right then. So,
yeah, Kelly thinks we played it on the Quest, and it might have been, it might have been on that. It might have been on like App Lab or something where we were able to get it a free demo and we got to play at the beginning or something. Okay, so I'm guessing
you guys were
that question.
When you guys were talking on the walkie-talkie, though, did you guys? I thought that was sounding bad because I thought that's the way the game was making it supposed to.
Yeah, I could understand Poe. Sometimes it was scratchy on my end too. So yeah, I don't know what was going on, but I watched his video, and it was scratchy on my end. So I don't know how you understood me because it sounded really bad, like our communication. But we got
and just like like real radios, real walkie-talkies. It's like sometimes I was keying the mic and talking, and I think at the same time Mike was, so I was missing some of the stuff too.
Yeah, that might have been it. But initially, when we started, we were talking. It was kind of scratchy.
Yeah, it was hard to understand.
Yeah, maybe that's intentional.
Could be. Yeah. Maybe we should go on through Discord instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works well, talking through Discord. That's what Derek and I did when we played Zaccaria. We just talked through Discord. But I do need to hook up like a Bluetooth speaker or something to my phone because it was hard to hear him with the air conditioner running and just my phone speaker. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Bluetooth speaker and use that Discord to talk when I play people in Zaccaria. So, but yeah, it does look fun. It's always fun when you get to play a game because you guys aren't seeing the same things, right? Mike's in a whole different area, seeing different stuff, and you're describing what you're doing, so Mike can look for clues and tell you, well, try doing this, and put the turtle next to the little squiggle thing with the X. And, and then, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong picture. Hold on, put this one. I was hoping that Poe would have finished when you were doing the wrong ones because I think it would have killed him. But he stopped it before he got him in there.
Oh, the water, where the water was filling up? Yeah, I got to watch that. Like, oh, I better hurry up and help Poe out here. Yeah, there was only three pipes, and when he described the pipe, it's like, well, I have didn't see a purple one, but I can see how it looks purple when I watched your video. It looked purple on your end, but on mine it was like red, and then blue, and I think a yellow. And so,
well, there was a sign down the stairs that said purple, so I would imagine they would probably want you to turn the valve for red and blue, which equals purple. That would be my guess.
Okay,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was just guessing. I was like, well, I'll turn these two. Well, that didn't work. Poe, is this all right? Yep, it's all right. So I kept doing a different combination until it stopped. Hopefully I got there in time before Poe drowned.
But then once I went down those stairs and through that door closed, and that was it. I was stuck in that little corridor. So.
Yeah, I saw that you were stuck, and then it's like, oh, okay, so there's something on my end I need to do to get you out. I'm thinking when I watched the video, the door, there's like you could see inside the other room, kind of. Do you see the crack? There's another door on my end in that room that maybe I should have went to try to open for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, pulling. There's like a lever I was pulling, and I'm like, this should do something. Maybe when you reach the door, I'm supposed to pull the lever, and you're supposed to open the door to go through it. So I was thinking about that. That's probably how you get in. Yep.
Yeah, really fun. We'll have to give that a try.
Cool.
Derek. You play with your eyes closed, or did you just you're allowed to flip the flippers more than 3 times, Derek. I'm just saying.
Mr. Livewire, I am playing. This tournament was set up on the Switch, but you can find it if you're on Steam. You just have to search for G.Parker for the name of the tournament. And then the password's the same. You just have to do a name search if you can't find it.
Yeah. And Hollywood Polo, yeah, my the only tournament I have going right now is that Black Rose one. And that's the one NLOY, and the password is just off grid. My next one won't come out till Saturday. Oh, so Derek's blaming you, Poe. 2 years you talk, and that's enough to make the ball drain.
Hey, real quick, just for something for a little filler, just something fun. Poe suggested this game. I'm going to bring it up on my system here since I'm able to share, and I'm going to turn it over to Poe and let him. Once you see this, Poe, maybe you can tell people a little bit about this.
Oh, yes.
Now, unfortunately, there's not going to be any audio. I can't stream the audio off the Switch onto the. But you could describe it to him, Poe.
Yeah, that's that new game by Flynn's Arcade, right? They're the ones that make Donut Dodo. And I was watching Ballistic Coffee Boy last week. He talks about all the new games coming to the new Atari VCS. And he mentioned this game. And as soon as I heard it, I'm like, that sounds like Donut Dodo type of music sounds, so then caught my attention. New game by them, arcade type of game. They call it a mix of Dig Dug meets Bomberman. So you're going to score higher with your combos if you can get a couple of the guys blown up at the same time, 2 or 3 of them. And they'll even show you in the little demo screen. Try to get your carrots as quick as you can all together in like a chain, and you'll score higher too. So get your carrots, then take care of your baddies. You can drop rocks on them like in Dig Dug. Really cool game, fast paced. You can kill yourself, so get out of the blast radius there. And I got it Thursday. It came out for the Switch, so it's not even out for the VCS yet. I happened to check, and it was out for the Switch like the day that I saw it was. They announced that it was going to be coming out for the VCS. I mentioned it to you guys, and that's when Bart said, "Oh, he saw that it was coming out for the." Everything's popping out of in my head right now. The II Arcade, and he said he was holding off for that so that it would feel like a real arcade game, like he did with Donut Dodo. So that takes us down another whole thing here. He mentions this, and the next day I'm on Facebook at work. And there's an ad for II Arcade, and they're like, "Oh, we have this cabinet on sale." So I haven't been on their website in probably a year. I was interested a year or so ago, but I'm like, I don't have room for this. The price is up there for me right now. I go on their site, and they're having this sale on this cabinet that's normally like just over $800 for $299, and so I bought this stinking thing. And so I would like to blame Bart. I would like to blame Ballistic for showing me this new game that's out for the Switch that you spend $3.99 on. Instead, I'm spending $300 on a whole new cabinet. I can't blame either of them. I've always wanted an arcade type cabinet in the house, so that's coming. FedEx gave me the tracking. It'll be here Thursday. Luckily, I took the day off for my cardiologist appointment that day. Hopefully FedEx gets here before my appointment and before Mrs. Postop gets to the front door. So we'll build this cabinet in secret and keep it maybe out here in the studio behind the green screen. She'll never know. She doesn't watch the show. But yeah, it's a fun game. Getting back to the subject matter, really fun game, and it's on sale on the Switch right now. And you and Bart are both playing it right now. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I just first played it today when I got home from work, and I did make a little video, but I haven't put it up yet. So, but it's fun. Just like Donut Dodo, it's addictive.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I was gonna wait, but you guys are all posting your scores, and I'm like, well, do I just buy it on the Switch while it's on sale, or then I'll have to double dip? And Mike's like, hey, don't be a wuss, just double dip. So,
Yeah, let me ask you. $3.99, and I get it, not wanting to double dip. $3.99. How many FX tables do you have that were on FX3?
right, I bought them all. I double dipped the whole thing, the whole shebang. Because they were on Steam. But I will say with the iArcade, I'm going to buy it there too because it is kind of cool. And I double dipped on Galacticon because I got that on the Switch, but then I got it on the iArcade because it is cool to play it on a stand-up arcade machine. You know, when they have that. And I'm really liking that they're doing these redos of, you know, classic arcade games that we grew up playing, and now they're modernizing it. God, I can't remember the name of it. They got the one that's like Robotron. That thing's a blast. And I actually, on the iArcade, you can't really set up different. You got lists like arcade games or beat 'em ups and stuff like that. But the only one you can customize is favorites. So I've been putting all those like Galacticon and Donut Dodo, and that's becoming my modern classics, for lack of a better term. You know, the modern version of classic games. I got the one that's the Wizards of War remake. What was it? Wizard of Walls. I got that in there. So it's like all these ones that are throwback type games, but they're modernized. I'm putting a favorites list together of just those because that's what I do more often than not on the iArcade. Now, when Poe gets his, we'll be able to play some multiplayer because I haven't got to delve into that yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And there is a HDMI output right out of the iArcade that you can tap into to do if you want to record your, you know, if you can get your laptop set up to record it. So maybe I'll be able to record some me and Poe playing some iArcade at some point here after his wife lets him back into the house when she.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be awesome.
I noticed Hollywood Polo. I was just going to say, I think I am friends with you. You asked the question about who's friends on Steam. I think you said HUG Polo on Steam, and I know I've seen your name on my friends list there. So I think you and I are. It looks like Mr. Livewire added you, and then you also mentioned something about number 2. Almost caught up to Derek. I assume you're talking about Bart's. Now I'm confused which tournament you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I have to fire up my machine to check everything out. But I will look for you, Hollywood Polo, on Steam, if we're not already friends. But I'm always looking for Steam friends because it's always fun to see your names on the leaderboards on all the different games. Mike, are you on Steam?
No. I need to get Steam. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. I have GOG. If anybody knows what that is, I like them. But yeah, I've never got Steam before. My son does. That's how I was able to get FX Pinball on his gaming PC. So yeah, I need to get Steam.
Yeah. If nothing else, so you can play Zaccaria tables and we can play live and you can watch Poe drain. It's fun stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I regret is I
drain on your own machine.
I did. I don't know if I'm going to regret that or not. I stayed with FX on Epic, which I was hoping they'd fix that to where we could see each other's scores. I mean, we can in tournaments. Tournaments are no problem, but you can't cross over your friend list from Steam to Epic. But what I chose to do is I chose when I sent in my founders form to have them switched over to my Switch. So I'm hoping that comes through here, and they're talking about June or July before that happens. But
right,
pretty posted as to because I don't know why I just enjoy I know why I enjoy the Switch just mainly because well, like I say, this week's a ton of doctor stuff. It's not just me; it's my wife too. We're both down. That makes it horrendous around here. And but there's going to be a lot of sitting at doctor's offices, and I love taking that Switch with me. I mean, I can take it in my Bluetooth headset, my earbuds, and sit there and play games all afternoon long, and I don't feel like I'm as pressured, and as angry at the doctors when they make you sit for 2 hours, because at least I had something to do.
Yeah, so I can just picture Greg sitting there in the nice, peaceful doctor's office. He's got his earbuds in. He's playing, son of a, God dang, drain again. What the? I can't even beat Poe. What's going on?
Yeah, usually they hear me say something about that F and Poe, and they'll go, "What's a Poe?"
Well, don't even get me started on, and I've taken pictures before and sent them to Poe. In El Paso, there's actually a car dealer, and it's called Dick Poe. And they said when we went to the doctors, we went looking because I need to get a new car. And Kelly says, just out of the blue, she said, I think we should buy a car from Dick Poe just so we can get the license plate frame.
That's a car salesman, right?
It makes me laugh every time because you see those license plate covers all over El Paso, and it's a Dick Poe. It's like, oh, you know.
Some people are really digging on your shirt, Poe.
Oh, yeah, we got Adam West.
Got the Batman going on, and
He's surfing. Got the surf competition going on.
Nice.
I bought this shirt. It'll be 2 years ago this summer, and I wore it a couple times, and then it disappeared. So I think Mrs. Poe style made it disappear all last summer, and then I found it again. And I had this for my hospital stay. I stayed for like a week, almost 2 years ago. And the day I got out, I wore this as like my dress shirt of getting out of the hospital, like I was fancy, coming out in downtown Pittsburgh, walking around, people looking at me like, yeah, And I don't think the wife was too impressed, but I thought that was fancy living with the city folk, And you talk about doctor's visits, so that's what I did. I had the Switch with me while I stayed on that hospital stay, and I had these little Atari 2600 handheld Atari portables with me. And some of these have little SD cards. I put the ROMs of Atari games in. So, yeah, things like that are great for doctors' office visits, Your Switch and your Atari with you the whole time. Got your Batman shirts. So, yeah, sweet shirt. One of my favorites. And now I try to hide it from her so that it doesn't disappear for good.
I see you put that up there, Bart. Derek, is there any way you can put a link in the chat before we go off tonight to let these guys be able to get into the Discord?
Right. And also, all of my videos for about the last month almost, you don't even have to watch the video. Just click on the video and look in the description. I have a link that's permanently there for the Discord. Greg, I thought you were doing that too.
I am. Now that I just thought about it, I'm copying the link out of one of my YouTube videos, and I'm coming back here, and hopefully that will work. Okay, depends on whose channel you're watching that on. No, I go out to everybody's, don't I, Bart?
Yeah, that goes to everybody's channel.
So there we go. There's the link.
Anyone that's watching this later and can't see the chat, I'll put it on screen. You'll have to type it in manually, though. But, yeah, there you go.
Of course, you should be able to take and just copy it out of the chat, couldn't you? Can you copy and paste out of the chat?
I would think so. I don't know. It's a clickable link in the chat. And on your channel, it's a clickable link in the chat. So it should be okay. But yeah, all of my videos has it in the description. I think Greg's has it in the description, all of his videos. So
it doesn't show up in the shorts. So don't go to a short, just go to one of my recent videos and go to the description down below, and it's the first thing in the description.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good discussion goes on in that Discord. A lot of fun stuff. So
Now, you guys put things in your description. I think we talked about this before, Bart. It just stays there each time you post a new video.
Right.
Now, see, I post all my videos I upload from my phone, so I can do it from work, this and that. I just recently got the laptop. It doesn't do that. I have to put a new description every time. And there's times, every time I try to link your channels, sometimes it'll let me, sometimes it won't. It's really strange. I'll put at and start putting your name. Sometimes I can do that, and sometimes I can't.
Well,
And even hashtags.
What you need to do is
to the YouTube Studio on your laptop.
Yeah.
You can go into the settings there and put all that stuff and tell it, this is what I want to have for my description permanently. And then no matter where it's from, it should still put that. And then you can add to it as needed.
Okay, yes, because I've tried to do it from YouTube Studio, the app from my phone as well, and it won't always do it from my phone either, from the YouTube Studio app. So
laptop. I had to do it on the laptop.
Yeah. Well, guys, I don't know. I think we've been on an hour and 6 minutes. I want to thank everybody for showing up and say first to the group before I go into final thoughts. Anybody got anything big they want to bring up? Otherwise, I'm just going to turn it over to final thoughts and let you have your time there. So if there's no objection, is that a door shutting behind you, Mike? Is that an orb? What was that? There's something right behind Mike. Did you see that? Look at that.
It's an orb. It's an orb.
Do you see it? You see it? There's something floating around right there by your door frame.
See it? It's Roy Orbison.
That's a good name. I'm going to name him that, Roy Orbison.
Let's start with Poe. Poe, final thoughts. What do you got to say? What do you got to promote? Anything. It's all yours.
Oh, we had to start with me. Batman, go get the shirt. Awesome shirt. Your wives will love you for it. Wear it to the big city.
I love it.
iArcade cabinet, as far as I know now. It's funny, the website said on sale until Sunday, May 7th. Well, it was still on sale. So at least I was able to buy it. So it was still on sale when I went over there. So check that out. Pretty good if you want a little cabinet. Not a bad price at all. And there's dogs barking, and that's probably here. I'm outside. It's not Nacho. That's a deep bark. That's not Nacho.
Was there
so
shipping? Was there shipping added to that? Was there shipping?
There is shipping. I think usually if you order off the site, there isn't. Being they have a sale like this, I think through FedEx, the way I got it, the shipping was about $100.
Okay, that's not
through FedEx.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, they're well-built machines. They are well-built machines. It's very solid.
Yeah, I watched a few videos about it, and everybody seems to be happy with those things. So,
yeah, they're well-built.
You can buy DLC for that. Am I describing that right? You can basically just do like you do the Switch. You're basically buying downloadable content, right?
Yeah, they add new games. Every game. It comes with 11 games. This one actually comes with 12. It has that Retromania wrestling, and then 11 other games. I think Double Dragon was one of them. And what I see, what excites me, even though I have the game a million times over, is one of the games you can buy is Burger Time, and I've always wanted to have a cabinet with that on. I know I have it on my Pandora's box, and I have it on the NES and everything else, but I wanted that on the cabinet. That and Kung Fu Master are games that you can buy for it, so that's pretty sweet.
Nice.
I know you told me once before that you were kind of into wrestling. That nothing like wearing a pair of boxer or jockey shorts and getting right in there with another man and rolling around on a mat, right?
you oil up, there's nothing like it. I'll make a video as soon as I get the thing.
I had to go there. Forgive me. Mike, where are you at?
Yeah, I'm not doing a wrestling video, and I'm not oiling up. But Derek brought up something cool on GOG. So yeah, I do play a lot of those point and click adventures. I like the old PC games. I was just kind of thinking about that. I might have to do a video on that. So, on a couple or a few of my PC games I used to play back in the day. Who knows? I might put up Leisure Suit Larry. Maybe we can do a live stream on that.
It's so funny you said that, because the minute you said that, I said I was going to interrupt you and say, "Do Leisure Suit Larry."
Yeah, I might have to, because I know I have the game, and it's kind of funny. They have those questions. I probably don't remember how to get it, and it's kind of unfortunate. I can't go to the guy at 7-Eleven and ask him. He's probably dead. So he helped me back in the 80s, and it's like, well, I got Google, so I can look that up. But yeah, I might have to play some PC games, because I that's what I use GOG for. I like the old, what was it, from the 90s? A lot of those point-and-click adventures. They were so fun to play. So... Oh, and also too, I might, since you're kind of doing with the maintenance on the pinball, I probably show. I have a arcade board. Either I can show like the CPS3. I have like Street Fighter Alpha 2. I'll probably describe what I'm going to be doing with that, but that'll be for a next project. And I also have a Street Fighter 3 board that I need to fix. So originally, my arcade cabinet in the arcade room has Street Fighter Champion Edition, but that was originally a Street Fighter 3 that I converted into Champion Edition. But I might actually restore it, but I don't have any nostalgia for Part 3. So I'm thinking about just fixing up the board itself and then turning around and selling it on eBay. That way I can actually find a Champion Edition board, because I'd like to put the original in there. Besides that, yeah, I'd like to talk about some boards. I don't know if anybody owns an arcade cabinet, but I can bring that, on one of our shows one of these times.
Sure. Look forward to that. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Oh, I guess that's for me. Greg, it's either my turn or Greg's got something floating off.
I'm trying to find that orb on Mike's thing. It just keeps floating.
It flew up the Bart's. It flew right up the Bart's.
I think it's the screensaver on his TV. No, I'm just real quick. I've been dumping a lot of time in, like I said, into that Survival Nation on the Quest. I'm getting back into some VR stuff, and I have that video where I have the 25% off discount. If you watch my video, you can get 25% off if you buy the game, and at the same time, I get $5 credit, and I got quite a bit of credits off of that video, so that's cool. I got Poe's today because Poe bought the game. He may never play it, but he bought it. But the first thing I bought with that, I got Propagation Paradise Hotel. That's going to be my next video project that is not pinball related. And from what I've heard, they're saying it's like the scariest game ever to hit the Quest. You're going through this hotel and there's zombies and all kinds of stuff. And no, Derek, you don't have to watch my video to get the thing. It's in the description. You can just click on the link. But you don't ever have to watch my videos. All you got to do is look at the description. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing that Propagation Paradise Hotel. I played the original Propagation, was completely free. It's a PC VR, and you basically just stood there in a subway and zombies attacked you from all different directions and you shoot them. This one, you're in a hotel. I'll be starting that on Tuesday, so look for the video there. And
you're doing that instead of Tesla Tuesday? Because I'll be disappointed if you cancel that.
Tesla Tuesday.
I got involved from both Elon Musk and the ancestors of Nikola Tesla, and they said if I do a Tesla Tuesday, they're going to sue me. So I really tried, but yeah. So I'm going to start that on Tuesday. And shameless plug, underneath that Propagation Paradise Hotel, there will be a link for 25% off of that game.
And I'm going to have a GoFundMe so that you can fund my next arcade cabinet, and that's to benefit you people out there, so you can watch me play while I'm oiled up, wearing nothing but jockey shorts.
That's all I got. I can't top an oiled up Poe. So, back to you, Greg.
Well, I don't know if I'll pay to see Poe oiled up, but I will check with the missus though, because her, Kelly, and Mike's wife might get together and I just thought of a good promotional campaign. There is a nursing home near me. I bet I could take that and show that to those old women up there. They'd probably give me a lot of money.
Pay me to put my clothes back on.
That's what I always say. I used to have a great job as a stripper. I'd get about halfway naked and the money would start flying to stop taking it off. Wow, let's throw hundreds.
I'm getting old, but it just reminds me of when I was a little kid. It kind of screwed up my head, but I was at a family reunion picnic type thing, and I was talking to my great-great-grandmother. She's like 99 years old, and she was laughing and grinning. And I said, "What's so funny, Granny?" And she says, nobody that's here would be alive today if it wasn't for me getting laid that night after high school.
Oh.
That's my closing thought. No, the only thing I've been messing with is, I tend to just go off. I appreciate people who subscribe to my channel and watch my nonsense. Because, I got a lot of pinball stuff, but I've been enjoying a lot of different games and going out and trying different things. And I tried Metroid, and I'm still playing on that a little bit. I think you and I've talked about this, Bo, where we get a new game and we'll start playing halfway through it, and then we'll see something else new and we'll get going on that. And right now, I got hooked on that Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
On the Nintendo Switch.
That's good.
I've been just recording my gameplay and kept editing out me wandering around aimlessly. And I put version 1 of episode 3 up, and Lord knows I don't expect anybody to watch that whole hour of that. But if you were wanting to play the game and you needed some help, there's spoiler alerts. You got to be careful in there; it'll help you through it. But I've been kind of having fun with that. It exercises my old brain a little bit, makes me think, and I was kind of a fan of The Walking Dead, and I kind of like the storyline. It's I call it a story game. I guess that's really what they are, right? Is that what we call them?
Yeah, like a choose your own adventure book.
Right.
Yeah, you can, because I know Bart and I think you saved a lady, and I let this lady. I chose the one person over another, and who I'd rescue. Yet, I think we went different paths when I saw you playing your version of it. So.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been up to. That and being annoying and being on too many pain meds. So that's it for me, everybody. I'm going to roll the credits. You might enjoy the credits at the end. I always seem to change them up a little bit. They weren't that much of a change this week. But anyway, unless everybody's got anything else to say, you can wave us. You guys can wave us out of here while I find our credits. I lost them. Where the hell did the credits go?
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up, everybody.
We'll see you next